Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mohit Kumar, and I am your host for today's webinar on water damage restoration and loss minimization, presented by Technical Drying Services Asia Private Limited. As we all are, we are all aware that water logging can damage and disrupt any workplace, like whether it's factories or offices. So we have to take quick action as to avoid major losses. And today we will examine this problem in depth and discuss advanced dehumidification and restoration strategies that will help you to protect your assets and keep the business running. So in this session, we will give you practical knowledge to stay prepared and respond effectively when water damage occurs. And to guide us, we have Mr. Rajesh Marwaha, and he is a national sales manager at Technical Drying Services. He has a strong engineering and marketing background, and he has led humidity and temperature control projects across the industries like steel, power plant, oil and gas, chemical plants, and pharma sectors. Or you can say he's the pioneer of water damage restoration solution in India. So, without further ado, please join me in welcoming Mr. Rajesh Marwa. Over to you, sir.
Right, sir. Thank you very much. And good afternoon, everybody. I welcome everybody and for this seminar on water damage restoration services. And really thankful for sparing your time. And we hope we all together discuss the details and it will be successful. And today we'll be covering all the aspects of restoration. Our topic of the you can say seminar is water damage restoration services by TDS, that is loss minimization. Here, what we do, we minimize the losses, and we will go through the presentation. Presentation is visible, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is the, you can say our table of contents or agenda, what we are going to discuss today in the presentation. That is our group company, then about TDS, water damage restoration, what is its impact, basic types of damages, causes of water damage, size of drying, then the restorative drying, what are the advantages, what jobs we have done, case studies. Specifically in the last, we can have some question answers, or in the middle also, if anybody wants some questions to be raised, then he can put some questions. And this is our Pahwa Group company, where we have four major companies. One is Breyer, who are into manufacturing of dehumidifiers and worldwide, and they have a then DRA is there, where we manufacture Desiccant Rotor International, and we manufacture various equipments related to air engineering, HVAC, and temperature control, humidity control. Then we have Delier, where we are manufacturing desiccant and refrigeration-based compressed air dryers. Then come TDS, where we are providing services for humidity, temperature control or rental, and water damage restoration is one of the divisions which we'll see in the other slides, future slides, where we are providing services for restoration. And we have worldwide network, China, Switzerland, Philippines, and manufacturing plants of Breyer, Malaysia, China, Switzerland. Resources, we have 1,500 plus employees. We have R&D facilities at Gurgaon, which is registered by government of government. Then 9, you have in-house R&D test labs are there. Then we have 142 international patents, which are approved patents. And some of our facilities, if you will be visible on the slide, that is our Gurgaon office. There are 3 major offices, 419, 21C. Then that is a DRI Gurgaon. Then we have our factory in China, Malaysia. Then our office of Vadodara, then Switzerland, Brazil, and then vertically integrated state-of-art manufacturing. Every facility of CNC and testing, winding, electronics, which is done in-house. And we are world-class. We have the world-class engineering departments with 3D designing capabilities for product development and expansion and various innovatives. And these are our 9 in-house R&D labs. They are located in Gurgaon. I think Manesar also we have opened 1 or 2 labs, and these are basically tested where the energy recovery wheels, rotors, Eco Fresh, Eco Dry, Eco Scrub, and All the equipments are tested, and these are approved by Government of India. And about TDS, you saw the four companies, and the last company was TDS, Technical Drying Services, established in 1998, around about 5 years back. It was a small team of four. We started from Gurgaon. Now at this stage today we have 100 plus employees providing services with 7 branches spread across India in all the sectors, all the metros. Now, the core strength of TDS lies in providing engineering solutions, whether it is water damage restoration during flooding and humidity temperature control for, you can say, refineries, pharma, food, everywhere where humidity and temperature is the problem, where you have short-term requirements, where the customer does not want to buy the equipment, then we come into play and we rent out a lot of the equipments on hiring to L&T, our major customers. Then various customers, Tata is there. Then you name any customer in any region, you will find technical drying services having a major role for providing services in food, pharma. You can say POP drying also we are, then water damage restoration also we are doing. And our divisions are, we have one division, Industrial Project Solutions, where we are providing services for preservation, POP drying, food, pharma. A lot of applications are there in every sector where we are into metros, batteries. That is basically comes under industrial project solutions. Then we have surface preparation and coating, where uh, basically wherever the blasting painting jobs are going on for coating applications, and where humidity is to be controlled during blasting painting, that is a division which is handling that sector. Then comes the water damage restoration, where today we are going to have the detailed presentation. And and last one is comfortable working conditions and ventilation for confined areas, wherever people are working in columns, reactors, furnace. Then you can see whatever the areas where are confined areas are there, which are quite dangerous for the human beings. There we are providing ventilation, temperature control. And you can say tanks, you can say bullets, spheres, pipelines, and various other applications where you don't have, because earlier safety was not considered, not given much more importance, but nowadays you have safety departments, especially in any industry. If you go to fertilizer refineries, and even in pharma nowadays, if you are going inside the tank, then you are asked to control the humidity, ventilation, temperature for the people working inside. So this division is catering to that. Whether we have four divisions, and today we will discuss for the water damage restoration in detail. And these are the equipments and tools and tackles which we are providing for humidity control. These are dehumidifiers. They all are given during the water damage restoration services also. That means the four divisions where we have these all equipments are mobilized after getting the order from the customers, and depending on the requirements and whatever we have, the size, volume, and all that, the site is first seen, then the offer is made. The equipment, once we get the order, the equipments are mobilized, and these equipments in numbers and all these are dispatched to the site, and we have all these equipments available at our godowns in all over India. And if you're the left hand side of the bottom, if you see the containerized drying systems, these are this also we have used at 2-3 sites for WDR, water damage restoration, because this has a very good advantage where if the spare parts are very small, then whole of the spare parts and with the damaged material is put inside the container, and this container has a dehumidifier, a small dehumidifier which you are seeing it on the top, which is attached to the this drying system, and it controls the humidity and dries the system inside. And even we have used this system for electrode drying with L&T and other customers also. And these are blowers, centrifugal blowers, which are used to pull and push for the dry air at various locations depending on the applications. Then we have temperature control units. which we are using for confined areas. Then this is the duct which takes the air inside. This is being used for every application. All the units, equipments which we are showing in these slides are required for depending upon the size, volume of the site. And now, what is water damage restoration? Water damage restoration is a, you can say, emergency service where we try to restore the equipments which are, you can say, damaged by fire, water, or due to hurricanes. Mostly you will see the hurricanes coming in South India, in Kerala, Cochin, Chennai, even in Paradip. We had a major disaster long back in 2007. And wherever this water damage restoration takes place, our first job is to see what is the damage, then try to restore the equipments and preserve, protect, and secure the assets of further damage. Means this preservation, this water damage activity starts for actually assessing the damage, make the reports and all that, which we'll see in our future slides. Preserve means we try to preserve the equipments in controlled humidity, depending on the requirements, protect it for further damage, and secure the assets for further damage so that the loss is minimized. And recover and restore the material to its original functionality. Means even if we dry the equipments, mostly the electrical panels, motors, you can say the turbines, generators, lot of equipment, mobiles, even you can say trucks and dampers and cranes. We have done jobs for that also. You will see in our photographs where we have tried to recover and restore the material to original functionality so that to minimize the losses, to give a lot of saving to the insurance company, and which they will basically pay less to the consumer. And in this system, the surveyor plays a very important role. And basically, the claims are received from the surveyor directly to us, or from the insurance company, or sometimes from the direct customer also. So that he wants his plant to be immediately started. That is where we complete. If we, I think, water damage restoration might, and everybody might have got it a clear idea. And we basically try to restore the equipments back to the original functionality. The OEM comes and repairs. There are cases where the equipments get wet, and the customer even sends a mail to the OEM what to do, and the OEM says, please dry the equipment so that no corrosion takes place. And that is our major job, where we basically remove the moisture from the equipments, because moisture has gone inside the equipment. You cannot open whole of the equipments, but dry air goes inside the equipment, and it has the, where we see the future slide, is a heavy efficiency from sucking the moisture from inside the wet equipments. And this is a little bit of what we have given a picture for the water damage restoration and impact. We have taken data from the Googles. This is data for various floods which have taken place in Bihar, Uttarakhand, Chennai. What these slides we have to highlight it, if 14,500 crore is the, you can say, the damage that has occurred in water damage restoration. Even if we save 10%, then it is a 1,450 crores restorable equipment jobs we have done. And this is basically where we even are showing, if 10% is even restored, the huge benefit to the insurance companies, and benefit to the customers also, because they will not be able to buy the equipment. And 64 billion water damage loss we have shown, 6 billion is restorable. This is a data which basically we have shown that this is, even if we can restore 10% or 5%, then you see the value which is coming, which is the restorable value to giving huge savings to the country, to the organization, and the insurance companies. These are water-related damages, its impacts, and you can say the damages. Now, sometimes if even it happens, the water goes inside, there's a leakage in a pipe in a hospital, that is a clear water damage. We are in a job at discussions in Chandigarh, one of the hospitals. The clear water has gone inside the machines, and it has due to some leakage or pipe drain or broken pipes or rainwater. That can be easily restored immediately. That are very good chances of restoration. Maybe you can say within 24 hours, even if we remove the water, then the equipments can be dried. Because clear water cases, lot of we have done. Then comes the grey water damage where the equipment discharge, chemical discharge, rainwaters, that goes inside the equipments, that is having the mud, various chemicals and various, you can say, things are involved in that. That is the most critical damage where it's difficult to remove the oil, grease, infection chances more than there is, then the mold, mew, all fungus, you can say black water damage. That is the most worst damage where the machines are to be cleaned. There, it's very difficult. It can be restored, but it will take more time and time consuming. Various cleaning efforts are required, where huge manpower is required. Then you can even require something, water jetting equipment to remove the oil and grease and from the equipments. And this is where water damage, its impact, this we have shown. If clear water is there, then it can be done very fast, but black water is there, it will take time for restoration. And these are the basic type of damages caused by water, because once the water damage takes place, water migrates in the equipments. And that is a primary structural damage where the water is on the structure only, on the top surface. And that is it remains there once the damage occurs, because damage can occur within structural damage, you can say within 24 hours, where the water has gone on the top of the structure. And there certain damage you will find, some spots, drains, weakening, short circuits occurring in the panels, MCBs. We have done jobs in hotels where same day we have visited the hotels and panels have been restored back because the corrosion was less, and primary structure, we were able to do the job within 24 hours. Now, this is a secondary damage where after 1 or 2 days or 3 days, the evaporation starts, humidity increases a lot. It's difficult to work inside the confined areas because you don't have sometimes power. Even condensation starts working on the damaged equipment. There are secondary condensation or other problems. The equipments, if they are not segregated also, because secondary damage will occur where the equipments are which good and bad are mixed together. That will take more time, and best is to take a decision within 24 hours to start the restoration process. And the final corrosion damage begins after, because once we are also receiving claims after 7 days or 10 days, even more than 15 days, where we tell the surveyor and this insurance company or the customer we will have to see the equipments before we give any quote or final decision to you. That is where the corrosion damage has occurred inside the equipments. The panels have been damaged, the wiring has been damaged, the fungal growth and corrosion has taken place inside the equipments. And sick building syndrome, where the you can say the water quality deteriorates and most of the corrosion has taken place inside the metal equipment. This is the last stage where the functional damage of the equipment takes place. If you have seen, if you get a mobile wet, if you immediately put in rice, then the rice will absorb the moisture, and even if you repair it, then it will start. But if you leave the same for 5-6 days, you'll find corrosion taking place inside, because the water is basically cause for the corrosion. So this basically shows that whatever claims you are receiving nowadays, also because due to education by seminars and visiting and meeting the surveyors, we request them to kindly give us the claim within a day or two, so that we can also go to the site and discuss in detail how the this damage that occurred, what is the background, how we can stop immediate damage, how to immediately give a solution to the customer so that the systems can be started again in a manufacturing plant. Now, this basically shows the causes of water damage, heavy water, heavy rainfall, hurricanes, and flooding. This, if you have 2 years back, also there were a lot of flooding in the basements in Gurgaon. We did measure 4 or 5 jaws for malls also, and some ancillaries of Maruti we have done, during flooding. Then this fire control procedures where the fire takes place in the first floor, then the firefighting people come and they pour the water on the whole of the building. And this is where the substantial quality of water goes inside the whole of the building. Even the equipments which are working, they are also wet because they are going to put the water just because they are just putting the water to stop the fire. And the equipment that is also good, that is also water is put. Then our role is bigger in this type of cases. We have done 2 or 3 major jobs for Chola in Bombay, where whole of the building was the fire took on the first floor, upper ground floor, even ground floor, and the second floor was also water ingress. And totally we have to control the humidity. Equipments which are good unconditioned, the water was there, then we have dried them also. So this is the case where our role goes more, and chances, because if fire takes place, then there are restrictions for going for 1 or 2 days inside. But uh, there the job is more as compared to the other, even clear water is there. Then water is broken pipes inside the buildings. You can have this type of damage in your five-star hotels, even also in a broken, you can say, geyser, a pipeline leaked in the gallery, or something, fire extinguisher leakage. Anything can happen because in a big building or in a mall or a big showroom. There was a small leakage in one of the cases in Suvash Nagar Mall, where the fire came from the side of the building where this, you can say, the adjacent 2 windows were there where the one of the pipeline was going, and the water pipeline broke down and whole of the watches were wet. That was 2 years back. We have done that job through one of the surveyors. You cannot know where the damage can take place. And the last one is defective and damaged sprinklers in commercial buildings. It can be any store, mall, or facility where the sprinklers are installed to control the fire. There also sprinklers maybe due to some maybe somebody has pressed the button or misworking. Also, the water can go from the sprinklers. That is where our role also comes into play. And drying is a technology. This is basically where we put dry air on the system. You can say whatever equipments are wet. Not that dry air which is coming from the desiccant dehumidifier. Maybe we are putting at 20% RH, means it have the highest efficiency of absorbing the moisture from the wet surface. Now this picture shows that we are putting the air, that is heat transfer is taking place between our dry air and the surface. And that moisture is being transferred from the other side of a duct which is taken from the enclosed equipment. Now we have two ducts, which one duct is supplying the air inside, and the other duct which is installed along with the machine is taking the wet air outside, which is thrown in the ambient or in the far away place, so that moisture is not again coming inside the area where we are drying the system. This basically shows the system where we are drying the system. Slowly, you will find the dry air being put on the surface, and you will free after some time. The moisture is also reduced from the surface, and we are even drying the POP with this type of regime. Even concrete also we are drying with this technology, with desiccant dehumidifier. And this technology is being used for all our water damage restoration jobs. The dry air goes inside the enclosed system, where basically we remove the moisture by adsorption principle. We'll show the principle in our slides also. And these are understanding moisture in drying. This why what we have made, even if the surface moisture is very less, you can easily remove by heaters, because sometimes what happens, the equipment is packed in plastics. It is whether the boxes or corrugated boxes or wooden boxes. Then we have done jobs in one, two, three jobs in Delhi, in Malviya Nagar, where the equipment were inside the godown, but they were not so wet, but the outer surface were wet. There we have used the surface drying equipments. They are blowers and heaters. Practically, where you are, the moisture has not gone inside the equipments. Now, when you remove the core moisture, that is the core means the moisture has gone inside the motor, inside the panels, inside the pumps, or you can say any equipment. There we use higher capacity dehumidifiers, which supply dry air at a more CFM with and a little bit more static, so that moisture is moved in a better way. This picture shows how surface moisture and core moisture, what is the equipments we are using for both the different areas of working inside surface and core moisture. And this is where we basically measure the psychometrics, where whenever we are doing certain jobs in any equipment that is damaged, we measure the RH inside the room, because RH normally, if the rooms are wet, then RH will be 90% and more than that. What we do, we measure when we do the designing part of the equipments, then we see what is the RH that is to be maintained when we are drying the equipments. This is basically the psychometric chart. It will give you the wet bulb. When we measure the wet bulb and dry bulb on the psychometric chart, the readings which are taking the room, you will find the grains. Means what is the moisture level in the room, how much moisture is there in the room. Because if the moisture is more, that is going to damage more of the equipments. Because this is very important, because psychometric plays a very, very important role during what we do. We do the selection, we measure the wet bulb, dry bulb, whatever the grains and moisture is there, then we design the machine. And all factors, if you are seeing the left hand side, the time contact, saturation level of the air, type of material, hygroscopic, non-hygroscopic. Hygroscopic we are not doing right now. Food material, you can say cotton, which the material specifications change, that we are not doing. But this chart is very important, and for selection of the equipments, we are doing all the selections for the equipments from this psychometric chart when we are going to the site, and machine selection and equipments are all being selected on this psychometric chart. This is the science of drying. You can say you have a desiccant rotor. You have two cycles, process cycle and reactivation cycle. If you see on the left hand side, that process inlet is there, the heaters are installed, that dry air goes inside the desiccant rotor. And the top left hand side, you are going the process outlet, that is the dry air. And if I am from the bottom, if I am taking air at 90% or 95% RH, then process outlet will be around about 25% RH. That means I can absorb 75% of moisture from any area, because that is low vapor, totally dry air, which has the highest efficiency for absorbing the moisture. Now, this system has got a top divider, and heaters are also installed on the reactivation outlet system. And when the dry air goes inside the area which is to be dried, the temperature is little bit increased around about 4 to 5 degrees. And this rotor is having a metal silicate desiccant synthesized rotor, and is having the highest efficiency to absorb the moisture. This is the heart of our desiccant dehumidifiers, the photographs which we have shown earlier. And depending upon the capacity of the machine, the rotor size also increases. And already we explained primary damage, secondary damage, tertiary damage. The free flow of water by gravity, that is the initial 1 or 2 days. The weakening of moisture into the material, that is the direct contact with water, because the water starts damaging the equipment, because corrosion starts to take place. High humidity damage, active microbial growth. Lot of smell comes, fungus, lot of formation of, you can say, chemicals or taking place inside the equipments. Even if you have, we did 1 or 2 jobs for this machines, and CNC machines in Chennai, where a lot of oil had gone inside. There was a lot of damage, that the machines were there for 15-20 days. they were lying like oil inside was there. That was the problem where a lot of cleaning has to be done. Primary damage, the free flow of water, but whenever you have secondary damage where the oil has gone inside, if you are leaving the equipments on it for 15, 20 days and not taking a decision, then it is very, very difficult for the equipments. And sometimes the customer is after us, sir, please give us the report because we have to share with the insurance company and surveyor also. So even after 3 months, 2 months, we have made visited the site and shared the reports also. Then coming the territory damage, the spread of microbes to original unaffected area of the building, because wherever the equipment is also good, if you are leaving the equipment at maybe 1 month, then you can say the spread of microbes and territory damage also takes place, which even affects the good equipments which are lying near that area. And key concept of drying wet materials. Normally, if you might have seen in your home also, if the surface is wet, you on the fan also. In the same way, we have a TDS also with humidification. We control key variables during the drying of the process. Now, what we do basically, we have our dehumidifiers. We have shown the blowers as well as the ducting systems. We move the systems in such a way so that the air moisture is basically moved from one location to the another. The air movement is fast, so that drying is faster. And sometimes we have to even increase the temperature with heater banks. And temperature, what it does basically, it removes the moisture. It will not remove the moisture, but it will move the moisture from one location to that another. That will help us to remove the moisture in our complete system. Now, these key concepts of drying material are decided once we do the selection and once the equipments reach at the site. But it is decided during the site visit, and then we are assessing the power requirement, how much cable is required, how much tarpaulin sheet is required, what is the covering procedure of wet material. That where we design all the equipments, air moisture, air movement, and temperature. This is very important during the drying of the generators we have done for Naphtha, Jakri, and NHPC, where the generators of high capacity were dried because we had to make complete covering of the generator with tarpaulin sheet, make the air movement inside the whole of the area because it has to be sealed. Inside we are putting the dry air so that the air movement is more, moisture is taken out, and temperature is little bit increased inside also. These are the key components of, you can say, drying of the wet material. Now this is preliminary drying. Identify and stop the water source. What we are when we go to the site, we try to analyze and discuss with the customer how the water damage has occurred. Try to advise the customer to stop the moisture which is coming from that area, and to remove the surface material water mechanically so that it can be segregated. Because even if white goods are there or a lot of equipments there, some are okay and some are fine, and that are also to be segregated through, because even if some equipments are good, then wet material is going to damage the other material also. This is the preliminary drying which we normally do. Then identify the final drying process, identify the target moisture content, quantify wet material. We did major jobs in Cochin in 2023 and 16, where a lot of files and documents of some companies who are preserving their data for various companies, they got wet during the flooding. So these were segregated in such a way so that maximum recovery is there, and lot of labor was required, lot of files were restored. Even in Gurgaon, for two, three cases, we have dried the documents. These documents are contracts between the owner, banks, and various other legal documents which have got wet, because all the godowns are basically in the basement, and the water first target of water is basement only, where the maximum damage takes place inside for the wet material, books, ledgers, contracts, because these are required by the various companies, because they can be huge loss to the organization. And these jobs we are regularly doing for various companies who are restoring the preserving the equipment for various international companies. And this is a gradient for hydro. Basically, it shows when the moisture is there on the surface, it takes very less time to remove. That is that the whatever we have earlier shown, that is the surface and core moisture. Now the core moisture, that is a structural moisture, will take long time to remove because it is inside the windings. It is inside the, you can say, inside the MCBs, lot of equipments, motors we have done for. Recently, we did job for that is IOCL Paradeep. Will show the photographs where the whole of the motor costing around what 1 crore were damaged in water. The motor was lying in the water for 7 to 10 days. And initially they tried to do with the reactifiers also, but they could not start the motor. And finally they had to they approached us. We as per our experience and help of our one of my colleagues, Mr. Naresh Sharma, who is our project head here, and he has a good experience for doing these type of jobs. We designed a structure for this motor so that we covered it, and we made sure the whole of the water is removed from the motor, and we are able to dry it. And finally, it was dried, and IOCL was also happy. They got the IR value of the motor, and this was done through ICC Lombard. And these are the material, whatever we are doing, that you can say the material characteristics. If the temperature is warmer, is faster. Internal resistance more porous is faster. Internal distance thinner is faster, and moisture content drier is slow. And air characteristics earlier also, temperature warmer is faster, and moisture drier is faster, and velocity higher is faster, because high flow is there, then it dries immediately. Because these are the characteristics, drying variables, which basically are important when we start the process. And what is restorative drying is defined as removing abnormal moisture, means more moisture which is not required in the equipment, that we are removing with the dehumidification. Now, advantages of restorative drying, we have done most of the jobs we have done for electronics, electricals, leather. I will share the photographs. We have the case studies also. Most of the jobs where we have done restoration are basically high value or jobs where we are electrical electronics. 99% is the, you can say, is the success rate. Even mobiles, we have done 40,000 mobiles in Chennai, and it reduces the interruption of business, because if a plant you are having a lot of machinery, we are doing a job in Kanpur where the machines are there. Even if they buy the new machines, it will take 8 to 10 months for delivery of that machine. And the customer did call us, and he talked to the OEM, and first job was to dry the equipments, and they have repaired the equipments, and now the plant is working absolutely fine. And there we have been able totally to restore the business, and the business interruptions were drastically reduced, and reduces the damage compensation expenses incurred by the insurance, because even if they buy the new equipment, it is going to be very, very costly. In this one of the hotels in Park Hotel in Chennai, they were buying the new panels, but our system were able to restore the panels, and the order which was going to the panel manufacturer was stopped, and project quality is guaranteed, and results are qualified and documented every day. What we are equipment we are drying, the reports are made, and they are quantified or are checked by the person from the owner or the surveyor or our person, and both the are done and document. What we are drying in the daily basis, that is quantified. Increases the salvage value of the damaged equipments. There have been 10 to 15 cases where the white good salvage value we have increased, mostly of Godrej. Then we have done two jobs for Philips, then Havels. In Haryana also we have, because our job was to remove the moisture, and salvage companies, we don't know what is the value the company got, but that was the good, because when we gave our estimate, it was approved, because they were our estimate was quite less, because they got the value increased for the salvage of the equipment also. And this is the cycle where you will find insurance company, industry, that is individuals, then businesses, then the administration. Then administration means the country or the nation, where you will find they are all interconnected when any loss takes place. Loss of assets and infrastructure, huge reconstruction and replacement job, where our role plays a very important role. We try to restore and repair and start the business so that no interruptions are there. Now, unbudgeted compensation expenses, because you are not taking the budget into account, because there are various losses, huge losses, and profitability of the stake for the organization, insurance company, damage to the property, assets, and collectibles, restructuring and expenses, hold in economy activity and loss of revenue, allocation of funds for reconstruction. Because this is a cycle where we play a very important role, and our role totally depends upon the insurance company and surveyor. And once the claims are approved by the surveyor and insurance company, then our role comes where we do the restoration, start the restoration activities. Because this slide shows the active connectivity of everybody where water damage restoration takes place. And this is how the restoration process we are doing at any site. When we get the complaint, we send the our service offer, and we visit the site. The assessment of damages immediately. The reason for water damage is considered. What are the further advice? Segregation and report is prepared. Damaged equipments are identified. Any analysis of damaged equipment is required to be done. Then that is performed. Sometimes the customer says, "Ki I will." You do restoration of 2-3 items. We'll check from the any inspection agency or R&D lab. We have done that cases also. They have tested the equipments, and that equipments have gone done well. And finally, they have given the order after checking it from the inspection agency. And these are the case studies which will. This is first job which we did in 2005. This was a major job. There were around about 5,000 priceless books of archives. You can say in Bombay, this 2005 floods were very, very bad. We had a huge loss in Bombay. And this, I think a lot of books were recovered. From my estimate, roughly about 70% books were totally recovered. Damage value cost was priceless because these were archives and various documents which were owned by the Indian Institute of Geomagnetism. And the restoration cost was 2 lakhs, which we have. Whatever machines we have shown earlier, they were applied to restore the equipments. And this is Satluj Jal Vidyut Nigam Limited, which I was showing. This is a generator which we have on the left-hand side, where we have shown, we were discussing the water air movement characteristics. There we are totally covering the equipments and drying the generator, HLT panels, auxiliary boards, natural ground transformers. Equipments we have done preservation for at hydro projects. We have done 7 to 8 major projects for hydro, where we have done restoration job, and power plant was restored, fully functional. It took us 21 to 25 days for restoration of whole of the projects. And today also they remember, once if we meet them, they remember TDS was there, who did an excellent job for restoration of the generators and turbines and panels and other equipments, bus bars. And this is Oneida Civic, which I was mentioning, the container. This we have done in 2008. They were all small electrical equipment, switches. This was complete equipment which had come from China, and they were all put inside the container. And desiccant humidifier was already there, and we have able to dry all the equipments. Because in 4 days we were able to start the process. The equipments were restored. No need to reorder the material, as all material was accepted by the technical department of Oneida Civic. Here also we have charged roughly about 1.6 lakh rupees. The damage value was from 18 to 20 lakhs. That is Reddington Tata AG 2010. These was electrical goods. Uh, you can say laptops, CPUs, TV, all were submerged with water. And we had the things which are repaired, we got it repaired. And the other thing, they told us to dry it, and the salvage value was increased for the other equipments. The total loss was roughly about 1.5 crores, and we charged roughly about uh, 2.3 lakhs from them for the whole of the restoration process. This is Bristol Hotel, where due to pipe leakage, all of the carpets are wet. Then the gallery also carpets are wet. Uh, they were all very costly carpets were there. We have done this in 2012 for ICC Lombard, and we have charged about 70,000 from them. This job was done within 10 days time. And this is higher appliances again in Bombay 2012. Light floods go down in higher appliances, electronic goods, TV, fridge, DVDs, microwaves. And we have tried to restore some of the equipments which are in good condition. Other equipments we have been told by the insurance company and surveyor to increase the salvage value. And damage was quite big. Godowns were there. Two godowns were totally submerged. Three godowns were there which were totally submerged with water. Damage value are more than 8 crores. We have charged roughly about 7 to 8 lakhs from higher appliances. And this was again the Ranjit Power project in Sikkim, which were totally submerged. And this we have restored the generators, panels, bus bar, other equipments also for this hydro project. This Might Hostel in 2016 in Chennai. If you see the panels which have, our first job was to start the power inside the hospital, and we were told to start dry the panels so that power connections can be given to all of the hospital. So this was a very big job for us, Might Hospital. Very you can say challenging job because power was not there. We had to arrange power from outside. There was a limited space was there to keep the machines near the panels. The portable machines were given, and huge ducting was there because we had to throw the wet air outside also, and because we could not throw the wet air inside because panels drying on the panel was very critical. And the power this hospital was maybe 3 days we took to at least bring the power inside the hospital. And photos for the recent jobs we have done. That is the job which were AB beam motor. If you're seeing the yellow slide on the right hand side, yellow, this covering, that motor has been covered. This is the 2025 ABB IOCL Paradeep. We have done the restoration of the completely submerged motor, and it has been dried, and results were quite satisfactory, and they could achieve the higher value of the equipment also. And this is for Thread India 2025. That is in Kanpur. If you see the machines which were making the cloth, they were totally wet, and water has due to flooding, the whole of the machines were flooded, and we have restored the equipment. I think the job we have done for 10 days here. This is Tata Electronics in Bangalore. These are electronic equipments we have dried. Restoration job has been done, and successfully we have restored quite a number of equipments. And this is Topaz Specialty Films in Ropar. Here, if you see the machines, panels, a lot of machines were there. They have taken our facilities 2-3 times for restoration. Earlier, they took 2 machines, and later on also added some machines. Here also a restoration job we have done. And this is Mahalakshmi Steel, Chennai, where steel equipment, machinery which were wet. If you see the dehumidifiers on the left hand, right hand side, they are installed for drying the process. The yellow duct which you are showing, that is supplying the dry air inside, and the other duct is taking the air from the inside the enclosed area. And this is Iron Mountain, which I was discussing. Books, lot of documents we have tried in 2022 in Cochin floods, Kerala floods. And this is cashew drying. We normally we do not do, but the moisture is very less on the packets. And hygroscopic material and food materials we do not we do because the even a lot of cases come from for this soya bean, but we're not able to do it because the chemical properties change. Whole of the change that takes place. We got taste and all that because the company does not accept it. But cashews were a little bit wet. We did a major consignment was there for the which was to be exported outside. We have done it, and finally it was cleared by their inspection team. And this is Bhaskar Group Bhopal, where a lot of equipments were wet during the flooding, 2021 floods. And this is Titan Bhopal again. And if you see our yellow ducting going on the machines which were installed, they are all the staple machines, and watches are being manufactured here. A lot of machines were wet. Whole of the plant water has gone. This is clear water was there inside, and we were able to restore a lot of equipments for this Titan Group in Bhopal. And again, Bajaj Appliances in Cochin. We have done the white goods here also. And in Chennai, we have restored 40,000 mobiles. They were wet in 2016. One of the consignment got them water go down, and we were able to at least restore, say about 89% of the mobiles they were restored, and customer was quite happy, and we could able to save a lot of money for the organization. And this is again BHL Ranjit. We have already also shown the slide to you, and where the water has gone inside. And this is Capero Jamshedpur 2010. This is for Tata Capero. That the robotics are there. There you are seeing the dehumidifiers, which the equipments are enclosed with tarpaulin sheet, and the air which we are taking is from the inside the enclosed equipments, and that air is going basically passing in the dehumidifier. On recirculation, we are drying the equipments. And what we can restore: seafoods, laptops, books, hydrogenerators, electrical appliances, documents, hospital equipments. Then you can generators, mobiles, cashews, machines, electronic, carpets, furniture, a lot of. We have shown the major ones, but we have done watches as well as leather. Leather is also leather shoes. You can say this jackets. A lot of equipments are a lot of equipments are there. Their restoration is done. A lot of the automobile, because we have shown the major ones. We have done a lot of restoration for and this is the references, the jobs which we have done. Park Hotel, Lupin we did in Bombay 2023. Aditya Birla Bangalore, Metro was the big job for us in Cochin. L&T Chennai, Odco, then Mayat Hospital, Mahalakshmi Steel. Then Krishna Maruti in 2023, their 3 units were summed totally. Cunningham Lindsay in Bombay for one of the sites of Tata. Then EBM Papsa in Chennai only. Ganesh Benzoplast in Chennai. JC Gupta, Bombay, SK Das. Then JTech in Gurgaon. MNR Associates in Chennai. Puri Crawford in Noida. Rank Surveyors, that's what they restoration job for machines. Then ONGC, there is a fire in Bhopal godowns. There is Godrej Consumer Products in Haryana. Then Havels India for the white goods, and ICC Lombard in Lucknow for machineries. Then again, Microchem Silicon Bombay, Linde India in Calcutta, Pro Connect Supply in Chennai, again machines. South Banking, this is the ATMs which we have restored. 2016, Alstom India, 2016, Central Bank, this is again ATM. These ATM machines which we have restored. Premier Tag Associates, Chennai, that is for the machinery parts. And these are the, basically you will find appreciation letter receipt from Tata Capero. And there we have tried that. This was because they were very, very costly robotic items, and we were able to restore them. And this is how we basically we are showing the you can say the restoration visit report. Our people visit the site, complete address, everything is mentioned. Site survey is mentioned. Analysis of the damaged location is also mentioned. Then immediate action to be taken. What agency we are going to involve, how many equipments we are going to install at the site, what is the power requirement, and all documentations are given in writing when once we submit the report to the surveyor and insurance company. And this site execution report of water damage restoration, where we do the job and whatever we have tried, there finally the report is made and given to the insurance and surveyor. And this is one of the case where we have done the DPBL in Billari, where we have restored the, if you see the machines, earlier we have tried to do with dehumidifiers, but the customer, OEM advised us to put jet cleaning for this dumper, and we were able to restore it. This was done from Intech surveyors. And this is our network. We have offices in Gurgaon, Baroda, Bombay, Hyderabad, Chennai. International office, we have a rental in Malaysia also. Here we have godowns everywhere where any case it comes, even in North India, we can move our people. And Baroda also, we are right now also quoted few of the cases. And Bombay, Maharashtra, Pune, and Hyderabad and Chennai, we are catering all over India through this network. And thank you, everybody, for sparing their time. And in case you have some specific questions, you are welcome. And I again thank everybody for sparing their time. And if anybody has some specific questions, we'll love to reply.
Thank you so much, sir.
And yes,
Thank you so much.
do you
Sir.
want to ask some question?
Sir.
Someone has raised the hand, so
Yeah.
if you have any question, please ask.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
Rahul Jadhav from Aurangabad, Maharashtra.
Sir.
Hello. Have you
Yes, sir. Yes,
recovered
sir.
some weight? Yeah. Have you recovered damages of weight damage of garments?
We have actually what we have earlier, we did one job where whole of the roll was upper portion was wet, but middle portion
Okay.
we have tried because if clear water goes inside, then it is easy to recover. But if you say muddy water or that has gone inside, then difficult to recover, sir, because color changes a lot. Sir, I have seen, practically I have seen if it is a cotton material, then it is difficult to recover, because if it is a synthetic or mixed material, then it is easy to recover it. Am I, is it right, sir? Is it clear?
Hello, Raj, sir, are you able to listen to this question? Hello, sir, I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible, and we got the answer very well.
Okay. Thank. Does anyone have more questions?
So your experience about weaving unit, where the
Sir?
sized yarn on the beam got damaged in firefighting operation.
What
Can
got
it be
damaged, sir?
restored?
What got
Yarn,
damaged?
cotton yarn, which is sized. After sizing, they load it on weaving machine, loom.
Sir.
So sizing is a process of chemical treatment to the cotton yarn, and then it is loaded on a loom for weaving.
Yeah.
So if it gets damaged, have you attended any of such job?
we have not done it, but if practically, if there is any case, we can see the site and then give our suggestions. Because what happens if you are, I think if you are, if when you are manufacturing this rollers and yarns, normally you have to do it wet also.
No, only humidification. They have to control a humidity.
Okay.
Besides that, they have to do nothing.
They have to control humidity.
They have to control humidity. That atmosphere.
We can
They have
do
to
it, not a
control the
problem.
temperature and humidity. Nothing else.
Sir, we can do it, not a issue.
Okay, sir. No, I just wanted to know, means I wanted you to share if you have a experience of such.
Sir, we have done one or two jobs in Gujarat. I have to dig it out. And earlier, one of my colleagues had done, I think, one or two jobs, and we have done in Gujarat.
Yeah, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, you can share your details on. Sir, what is your name, sir? Good name.
Sir, I am PK Rathi from Jalgaon. That case is
Jalgaon.
over. That case is over.
Okay.
I simply wanted to enhance my knowledge.
No issue, sir.
So
You are
that's
welcome
why.
anytime.
Yes.
We have an office in Chennai also.
Yeah. No, Jalgaon is in Maharashtra. Jalgaon is in Maharashtra.
Okay. Belgaum is Maharashtra. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Our Bombay person can contact you in near future, sir.
Yeah. If needed, I will definitely contact.
Very
Thank
welcome,
you,
sir. Welcome, sir.
Hello. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you for enlightening us regarding the whole process.
Sir.
I just had one doubt.
Sir.
So, along with the removing of moisture, there are other things that the other treatments that you have to do to actually recover the machinery, right? It could be oiling, it could be other mechanical requirements as per whatever the OEM suggests. So, are we also providing any sort of restoring mechanisms or other processes along with just or is it just restricted to removing the moisture?
Sir, I will tell you one thing. When we did this jobs in hotel in Gurgaon, we faced the same issue which you are raising right now. The customer told
Right.
us that we will give a complete contract to you. Now the issue was to repair the panels and open the panels. Now we don't have a team of our trained technicians. They are not very expert in opening the panels. Then we have what we have done from the last 3-4 years. We have certain agencies or our you can say our co-partners who are doing these jobs. Depending upon the requirement of the site, we try to speak to them and give a solution to them. And recently a big job in Lupin and Pune in fire taking place, and where we have done you can say soot removal also, then jet cleaning also. And in Gurgaon we have done repair jobs of panels also, in where one of the persons who is our partner, they are experts in cleaning of the panels, and the panels were easily assembly also. Oh, complete wiring also they have done.
Okay, great.
Yes, depending on the site conditions, we try to find give a complete solution. And near future, you will find more such type of activities being taken from our side also, sir.
Yeah, because I mean, as an opportunity also, I think it's a win-win situation for both the stakeholders, for you and us. We get a one-stop solution, and you get a chance to work.
That is right. That is absolutely right. You are from which organization, sir?
Sir, my name is Pranav Gundalia from Gundalia Insurance Surveyors. We are
Great, sir.
situated in Bombay.
Okay. We have our regional manager in Bombay, and we did major jobs in 2005. After that, we have done a few jobs in Bombay and a few jobs in Goa also sometimes back. And I will request Sachin Wadekar, will share your name and details to him once and he will contact in near future also, sir.
Sure, sir, sure.
Right, sir. Welcome, sir.
My name is Arvind.
Sir.
Thanks for inviting me for this session. I had very clear insights. I just
Sir.
wanted to check with you.
Sir.
regarding, I didn't see any end-to-end use case where you have handled in food processing. And you made a one point, right, during the discussion, saying that, when we try to give the solution, there were cases that, the composition and the characteristics of the material
Yes.
had been affected. So I understand to some extent, but I mean, you've never come across any solution in food processing?
Sir, food process, it depends. We have done 2, 3 jobs for cashews in Goa as well as Chennai also. And one job in Jaipur we did for this soybean also, because soybean was wet not from inside, but the packets were wet. But I tell you, but they increased the salvage value. They sold it in the local market. I think it was a company owned by this Baba Ramdev. This new company they have owned now. This
Patanjali.
Patanjali, that is soybean. So they were big pieces of soybean. Normally they were in packets. And our job, we told them we will not dry from inside, we can dry from outside. And normally there was very less moisture, maybe not even 1%. And those sold in the local market. Because sometimes what happens, sir, whenever we are doing a job, the confidentiality has to be also maintained with some customers. And there is an agreement where we are not able to disclose the names, but pharma, this food and pharma, we have food jobs we have not done much, where the hygroscopic properties change, and when, because if it get damaged or something else happens, then they're difficult to do it, sir. Even if you can't do a dal or this chole or whatever it is, and eating material is difficult to do it, sir.
So just wanted to understand, because we are looking for some solution from you people. So that's the reason.
What is that, sir? What do you want to dry or
Yeah, we wanted to maintain, we wanted to take out a humidity. But you're not you're not doing it through chemical solvents or something like that, right?
No, sir, no, it is just dry air.
Yeah, it's only just dry air. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, and all food pharma companies, when they manufacture the food items, they require humidity control. In the same equipment, the same equipments being utilized for remove moisture or removal, sir. Food pharma, Breyer, which group company, they are the biggest stakeholders and supply a lot of equipments to every food industry, sir, in India, even outside.
Okay.
Sir, welcome.
Yes, Ashutosh, please unmute yourself.
Hello, Rajesh. This is Ashutosh from Puri Crawford Insurance Surveyors.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming.
I have a couple of questions.
Sir, welcome.
First of all, how your setup is spread across the country from the point of view of equipment storage points, and I'm trying to understand the logistic aspect of it. And on an average, how much time does it take to, once you are given a confirmation of deployment, on an average, how many days you take with equipment, workforce, everything to be at site and initiate the work? That's question number one. Question number two is, do you extend any warranty on the job executed by you?
No, warranty we don't, we are not giving right now, sir.
Okay.
Yes, and your first question reply is we have godowns on all metro cities. Right now we have a godown in Gurgaon, then Bombay, Gujarat, Baroda, and Chennai and Hyderabad.
Okay.
And we have a lot of equipments in our godowns and all these locations, and we try to mobilize, because once the order and advance received, then it hardly takes the mobilization days to reach the site.
Okay.
Maybe 3, 4 days.
Okay.
Yes.
So because we have engaged your company many times.
Yes.
The first question the client comes up with is, okay, you will get it right, but what if there is any functionality issue later on, or the equipment fails? Who will be responsible for this? So man, basically they are talking of warranty aspect of it.
No, I tell you, sir, we have done a few jobs with protocol also in Gurgaon in these floods. Normally, if equipments are very high, says about 300 equipments or 400 equipments. Now, the point, the same question the surveyor and the owner are also raising. But what we tell them, ki, you drive one or two pieces or a lot of 10 or 6. And once you even inspect it, if there is a recovery of around about 80% or 90%, then it's quite good. But warranty is still now we are not giving it. But this is a good process where we are doing a lot of jobs for the, you can say, tools, even for machines, welding machines, robotic machines. You can say welding, special welding machines. We have done jobs in Gurgaon. They were repaired. They were 19 machines. Earlier, every machine was costing about 40 lakh rupees. I told, give us one machine to us for dry. And after they dried all of the machines.
Okay.
Warranty we are not giving, but right now warranty we are not giving, sir. But
Right.
customer has got a good chance. And earlier, sir, I will tell you 2-3 more examples. There were certain small cards which we are even charging some amount from the customer. If customer वो बोलता है कि मेरे को बहुत दूर है, मैं पूरा सामान नहीं लेके आ सकता, तो हम गोडाउन में भी ड्राई कर देते हैं. हाँ, उसका कुछ चार्ज लेते हैं मिनिमम. अगर वो सेटिस्फाई हो जाता है तो फिर बाकी उसके गोडाउन में कर लेते हैं. अभी वारंटी थोड़ा इशू है हमारे साथ, सर.
ठीक है. Thank you so much.
Any other question, sir?
No, that's fine. Thank you.
You are welcome, sir. And we are very thankful to you for taking our services. And Puri Crawford, we have worked in I think 2023 floods in Chennai also, no, sir?
Yes.
I think the hotel job we did with you.
First time when I used you guys was way back in 2015 or something.
The Park Hotel job was with you only, na?
Yes, Park Hotel was with us, and
So that was a good job, or what do you want to say about that?
yes, that gave us a lot of strength, and ultimately client was also satisfied and
Quite happy, sir. The payment was delayed, but he was very happy. I think you saved a lot.
that is
Now you
something.
are telling the right thing, sir. Actually, we went to your office at Noida last week.
Right.
Actually, Prashar sir was not there. उनके कुछ family में issue था, तो then we could not meet him. We could meet your team. You
Right.
sit where, sir?
I'm in Mumbai.
Mumbai. You know, we have our Sachin Wadekar is there.
Yeah, I worked with Sajin in Sipla.
Yes. How were the results in Sipla, sir? Results for Sipla were also good.
Yes.
That I know. Because Sachin told me there were quite good results you have got, sir. Anyway,
Right.
thank you very much for
Thank you.
attending our seminar. And this is because the surveyor is telling ki I have saved a lot of money. That is a big boost to us, sir.
I mean, I have very good experience and memories. We used you in getting some 13,000 mobile phones dried in Chennai Flipkart
Yes.
warehouse,
Yes.
right? And success rate was more than 90%.
Yes. After that, no, but that was 40,000, sir.
Yeah.
Earlier it was 13, but they were increased.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, we have very
We
good
also
experience.
charged 13 lakhs from you, sir.
No, that is different. Let's not talk that on this forum.
No, but that was very good job, sir. I was there
Yeah,
personally.
it was because at least for mobile phones, nobody was very confident that it
Yes.
will come out good. And even we were surprised when the 90% plus mobiles were
Yes, they were
working
recovered.
after
Totally.
drying.
Yes.
We
Sir,
could see
I will tell you one case.
Yeah.
I will tell you one case. I will not name any agency, But there is one company, there's a major company in India for the insurance company. Their chief, they're one of the CGMs, whatever, even heading the CGM. Their mobile, there was an i14 mobile which got wet. They told us it is wet. We told, bring the phone to our office.
So
So
we can.
luckily it got started.
Sorry
And
to
they were so
interrupt,
happy.
Rajesh sir. Sorry to interrupt, but if anyone has, like, we can move on to next questions. So there are
Sir.
more people waiting.
Right, sir.
Uh,
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
one more thing I just wanted to check. So if I can get a sample of my material, can it be tested before I'm planning to rent, before I plan to rent? Can it be tested a one trial or two trial at your place?
I couldn't understand you. What you want to check the sample or what?
No. I see. Before I plan to rent your equipment for about 15 days or 30 days, can I have a one trial run, one or
Yes,
two
we
trial run?
are charging something 5,000 rupees per day.
Okay.
Our technicians will be installed. Even you can depute your person. They will show you the process of drying everything. Even
Okay.
billing will be done. Everything will be given to you, sir. All documents.
No, yeah. So what I wanted to plan, I'll plan to visit your place along with the material. My person will
Yeah.
be there at your place. So one,
Mhm.
two trials we'll try there, and we are
Sir.
satisfied. Then we can rent
No
your
issue, sir. You
equipment
are
for
welcome.
about.
Our
can be
per
done?
day charges will be 5,000 rupees. That
Okay.
our wherever you go, we have a regional manager or branch manager. They will give
Okay.
you a quote, and once you receive the order, we'll provide the services.
Okay.